Welcome back to part 2 of how to get consistent mouse sensitivity across FPS games. Before we head back to part 1, the most important thing I forgot to mention in part 1 is that this spreadsheet is available for free on Google Docs for you to use. And I've provided a link in the description of the first video as well as the video I'm making right now. So just click that, it'll bring you here. This is the origin document, so the cells you won't be able to edit, but as long as you're logged in, you can go to File and then make a copy. And then from there you can use the spreadsheet like normal. In this video I'm going to cover some of the updates I've made to the spreadsheet. The first thing is a feature that should have been here from the very beginning, which is this mouse sensitivity back calculator, which allows you to enter in your centimeters per 360 and then it outputs what your in-game settings should be to achieve that. And it also pulls data from your general input, so make sure you input that correctly. But what this is helpful in doing is, say you use this particular sensitivity in Counter-Strike that you're really used to, and you just want to have that same sensitivity in all your other games. You would just input all your general input your Counter-Strike input, pull your centimeters per 360 from that, punch it in over here, and then bam, you get all your settings. And then you could enter them in the original spreadsheet like normal to double check it. I also added Quake Champions onto the spreadsheet. The inputs are mouse sensitivity, mouse yaw, and mouse pitch. I've found from testing that Quake Champions matches Counter-Strike as long as you leave the yaw and pitch at the default values. From searching online, I seem to find other people discussing this, and it seems to be the case that they are matching. Another game that came out recently was Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And I haven't purchased that yet, but from Googling online, it seems people are finding that that's actually matching Overwatch's sensitivity settings. And I'm just kind of wondering if that's going to be the trend in the future. It seems like Steam games like Counter-Strike Go and Quake Champions are matching. Activision Blizzard games like Overwatch and Call of Duty are matching. So hopefully future games will just keep matching the settings, and we'll have an easier time figuring out what we need to set them to. I've made other minor tweaks, clarifications. I don't remember everything that I've updated, but one of them was just renaming browser DPI to cursor DPI. I think that tends to just make more sense there. So yeah, that about does it for the updates. I hope you find the spreadsheet helpful. The main purpose is, again, just to match your sensitivity across all your games so that your muscle memory can just transfer over between games very easily. But even if you choose to have different sensitivities in different games, I still think the tool is helpful for managing those differences. And there might be good reason to do so. Counter-Strike, you might want to have a lower sensitivity for accuracy at range. Overwatch, maybe you play a very close combat or melee hero where you just need to turn fast, and you might actually want to play on a higher sensitivity in that case. One of the handy things about the spreadsheet is if you switch mice, it helps you recalibrate your settings so that you still have the same feel in game. I recently switched from a Razer Abyssus to a Zowie ZA12. On the Razer I had 900, on the ZA I'm locked to 400, 800, 1600, or 3200. So I dropped from 900 to 800, but I was able to change my in-game settings using the spreadsheet to still achieve what I feel comfortable with, which is around that 28, 29 centimeter per 360 sensitivity. If you're looking for good mouse reviews, by the way, check out RocketJumpNinja. He's got really in-depth, concise mouse reviews that you can check out. He doesn't push any particular mouse. He acknowledges that there's different mice for different people, and he just tries to give objective information. Another thing worth noting between these games is that they're going to have different field of views. Overwatch's is 103 degrees horizontally, and you can adjust this in the settings. I believe Counter-Strike Go is 106 degrees horizontally when playing at 1080p on default settings. So an enemy at the edge of the screen will take an ever so slightly different flick distance to lock onto that target between Overwatch and Counter-Strike. I don't think it's a big enough difference to worry about. I personally just ignore it. The feel of the game is for the most part the same, and I'm able to use the same muscle memory between my games. But if you wanted to be nitpicky about that, you could try to find ways to adjust the field of views to match. if you want to go that route. And it's just something to be aware of. Lastly, we didn't cover zoom sensitivity in part 1, and I'm still not going to go over it in this part either. But there's a YouTube video I wanted to recommend watching, and that's Aim Secrets, the DPI to Sensitivity Ratio by IO Stux Coaching. He does a really good job of explaining how zoom sensitivities work and general tips on how to set it. And he also covers a couple other topics that I think are pretty helpful too. And it's a really well done video, a lot better than my cheapo videos here. I added a link to his video at the bottom here, along with the other links to the articles I had regarding zoom sensitivity that we touched on from part 1. And everything he mentions in the YouTube video is consistent with those articles. So this is all really great information to review if you're looking to figure out how you should set your zoom sensitivities, or a way that you can. Anyway, that about does it. Yeah, hope you find the spreadsheet helpful, and thanks for watching. Bye.